What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Cousin Chloe. I'm here with another makeup tutorial. This makeup tutorial is designed to help you to make sure that that eyeshadow shows up. No point in doing all that hard work and then nobody really gets to see it. This is a way to make sure that not only your eyeshadow shows up in person, but when you're filming, when you're taking pictures. It's a couple of quick little secrets that I'm going to show you to help you to make sure that that eyeshadow shows up. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So the first thing you want to do is clean up the eyebrow. Normally when we clean up the eyebrow, we'll use the concealer and then we drag it down. This time we're going to keep the concealer concentrated under the eyebrow, and then we're going to add a different color eyeshadow primer. So let's first clean up the eyebrow. Now let's blend. Notice how we only kept the eyeshadow right under the brow bone, and we're just blending it out. We're not dragging it down. Now it's time to prime the eyelid. And what we're going to use is our Morphe M421 brush, or you could use that same Morphe M167 brush, but I use a different brush just because it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more precise. And we're going to use that Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. And we get just a little bit. We're going to put it on the tip of our brush, just a little bit, and we're going to put it on our eyelid, and we're going to work it up. Keep it concentrated on the lower part of your eyelid. Now, once you've gotten it packed on your eyelid, you can do one of two things. You can use your finger and you can just blend out the edges, and all you're doing is just tapping to blend out the edges of it. Or you can use a brush. This is the Morphe M335 brush, and you can do the same thing. And all you're doing is just tapping the edges to make sure that it's blended in and your edges are soft. And you will lose a little bit of the color, but you still have your white base. Be careful not to start blending it up into your brow bone, because we're not trying to highlight the brow bone. We just want a white base for your eyeshadow. Now it's time to apply your eyeshadow. We're going to actually start on the eyelid base. We're going to do a two-color matte blending. So we're going to start on the eyelid base with our color, and then we're going to use another color to blend out the edges. So to keep along with my fall theme of fall makeup looks, I'm going to use a orange on the eyelid, a burnt orange on the eyelid, and then we're going to blend it out with some brown and some green. So I'm using the Morphe M434 brush, and I'm going to tap into my burnt orange color, get some on the brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start in the inner part of the eye, and I'm just tapping on that color. You immediately notice how bright and how bold the orange looks, whereas normally it wouldn't look as bright and as bold. And because I have a hooded eye, I'm going to bring the orange just slightly above where my hood is. So if I open my eye to my natural eye shape where my hood is, I'm going to bring that orange a little bit above where my hood is. Notice how you can now see some of the orange on the above the hood with my eye open. And I'm still just tapping. You want to make sure you've got your color packed on really good on your eyelid. And make sure there's no missing spots. Okay, so now that we have the orange packed on the eyelid, we're going to grab our Morphe M506 brush, which is basically a small blending brush, and we're going to dip into our hunter green color, and we're going to blend it along the edges of where we started that orange. Bring it all the way into the inner eye. We're going to stop at about a finger width away from the start of the nose. So just make sure you have that green packed on really good, and then we'll work on blending in a moment. So we're going to pack it on, and then we'll get it blended. Now once you got your two colors packed on, you want to focus on your blending. So what you can do is go back to that Morphe M434 brush. You're going to grab some more of your orange, the burnt orange color, and you're going to lightly go along where the two colors meet, and it'll blend in your colors. And don't worry about the top part, we're going to blend that out too. Okay, so now that you have your two colors blended, we're going to grab a soft brown and a larger blending brush to blend out the edges on the top of the green. I'm grabbing my Morphe R35 brush, and I have a little bit of brown. It's a soft brown, and I'm going to blend out the edges of that green. And you're probably going to lose a little bit of the color, but we can go back in and add it. But this will soften up the green that you blended out the orange with. Now that you've gotten that green blended out, of course you lost some of your color. So go back in with your Morphe M506, grab just a little bit more of your green, and you're gonna just add some more color onto where you lost some of the color of your hunter green. when you were blending out. So just grab a little bit more, and I'm making small circles to intensify that gray. Now, so at this point, your look is pretty much done. You've got 3 colors blended. Your focus color is really the orange on your eyelid. But I always like to clean up my looks to make them look cleaner. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some concealer, that's my skin tone, and I'm going to clean up the outside of my eye look. And it also gives me an outline for when I add my wing. And all you're doing is starting from your lower eyelid and moving the brush outward. And then once you've gotten it, you just blend down. So this is how to make sure that your eyeshadow shows up on your eyes. So let's finish the look. You can just watch me.